今日もお付き合いいただきありがとうございます。今日の主なニュースを英語でお送りします。
A forest fire in Otsuchi, Iwate Prefecture, continues to spread. The burned area has expanded to approximately 1,618 hectares. This is the sixth day the fire has been active, with no end in sight. Rain is forecast for the afternoon, which may help contain the blaze.
The Nikkei average stock price closed above 60,000 yen for the first time on the 27th in the Tokyo stock market. It set a new record high, closing at 60,537.36 yen. This marked an increase of 821.18 yen compared to last weekend's closing price.
Toyota Motor announced on the 27th that its fiscal year 2025 global sales, including Lexus, reached a record 10.47 million units. This 2.0% increase is the first in 2 years. Sales remained strong, particularly in North America, growing 7.2%, despite challenges from President Trump's tariff policies.
An earthquake with an intensity of 5 strong struck the southern Tokachi region of Hokkaido around 5:23 a.m. on the 27th. There was no tsunami from this earthquake. The Japan Meteorological Agency warns residents to be cautious of similar-sized earthquakes for approximately 1 week.
Iran has reportedly offered a new proposal to the U.S. through Pakistan, focusing on reopening the Strait of Hormuz and ending the war. Nuclear negotiations would be postponed until after the strait reopens. The White House received the proposal, but it is unclear if they will consider it.
JERA, Japan's largest power generator, expressed concern that electricity prices could significantly increase around summer. This is due to rising prices of liquefied natural gas, or LNG. LNG is the primary fuel for thermal power generation, and its cost is being influenced by the ongoing situation in Iran.
French President Macron stated on the 25th his focus on reopening the Strait of Hormuz. This follows a warning from Total Energy's CEO that a prolonged Iran conflict could cause a global energy shortage. Macron emphasized that geopolitical uncertainty could lead to panic and energy issues, aiming for the strait's full reopening soon.
Tokyo Gas has announced an increase in its basic fee, the first such hike in 46 years. The company will raise the monthly charge by 150 yen. This adjustment is scheduled to take effect from October 1st. Customers should prepare for this upcoming change in their gas bills.
The American Institute in Taiwan urged the opposition majority parliament to pass a comprehensive defense budget on the 27th. President Lai Ching-te proposed $40 billion in extra spending last year, including U.S. weapons and drones, to deter China. However, parliamentary debate has stalled, with the opposition seeking more details.
Japan's National Police Agency announced on the 27th that 99 individuals aged 14 to 72 were arrested or referred in Japan. This was part of an international joint investigation into child pornography cases. Japan participated for the second time, joining 7 countries led by Singapore, which resulted in 445 arrests globally.
次は社会のニュースです。
An earthquake with a maximum intensity of 5 strong hit Hokkaido this morning. The Japan Meteorological Agency stated it is not directly linked to last week's Sanriku-Oki earthquake. Thus, it does not qualify for the Hokkaido Sanriku-Oki aftershock warning. The current warning will end as planned this evening.
The Prime Minister stated today that a supplementary budget is not currently considered necessary, despite the worsening situation in the Middle East. Furthermore, the Prime Minister denied plans to request the public to conserve electricity and gas.
A business group survey found that 44% of companies are already experiencing impacts from concerns over naphtha supply. Naphtha is a petroleum product used for plastics and other materials. These concerns are reportedly linked to the situation in Iran.
An earthquake with a maximum intensity of 5 strong hit southern Tokachi, Hokkaido, around 5:23 a.m. today. No tsunami was observed. The Japan Meteorological Agency advises residents to be cautious of earthquakes of similar intensity for approximately 1 week.
A forest fire in Kitakata City, Fukushima Prefecture, has been successfully suppressed. The incident resulted in the burning of approximately 40 hectares of forest. Authorities confirmed that no injuries were reported from the fire.
A third-party committee in Niigata Prefecture concluded that a high school student's suicide in June 2024 was a coaching-induced death. The report stated that excessive coaching, including the judo club coach's loud reprimands, was the main cause.
A female prosecutor who reported sexual assault by Kentaro Kitagawa, former chief prosecutor of the Osaka District Public Prosecutor's Office, is expected to resign around April 30th. Kitagawa, aged 66, is accused of quasi-forcible sexual intercourse with his former subordinate.
A forest fire in Otsuchi Town, Iwate Prefecture, continues to burn for its 6th day. The affected area has expanded to approximately 16-18 hectares. Authorities plan to use fire retardants to prevent further spread and achieve early suppression of the blaze.
A man from Hyogo Prefecture received a letter of appreciation for rescuing a couple in their 70s from a burning light passenger car. The incident occurred in November last year. He managed to pull the couple to safety in about 2 minutes.
Tsukuba University Junior High School has officially recognized a bullying issue as a serious incident. The school reported it to the Ministry of Education and announced this on its website on April 24th. The bullying, which included verbal abuse, led a female student to stop attending school.
次はビジネス関連のニュースです。
On April 27th, the Nikkei 225 stock average closed above 60,000 yen for the first time in the Tokyo market. It reached a new record high of 60,537 yen and 36 sen. This closing price was 821 yen and 18 sen higher than last weekend, showing significant gains.
On April 27th, Toyota Motor announced record global sales for fiscal year 2025, reaching 10.47 million units. This 2.0% increase from the previous year is the first rise in 2 years. Sales were particularly strong in North America, despite tariff policies from the Trump administration.
Denso is rethinking its proposal to acquire shares in Rome. On April 27th, both companies announced that Rome has not agreed to the offer. Denso is now considering options, including withdrawing the proposal. No final decision has been made yet, and any new developments will be announced promptly.
In the Diet, the Constitutional Democratic Party urged a supplementary budget to help businesses affected by the Iran situation. Prime Minister Takaichi responded that it is not currently necessary. She explained that this year's budget reserve funds can be used to address the situation.
Wages for blue-collar jobs like taxi drivers and construction workers are rising significantly. This trend is likely due to labor shortages. Experts suggest that the increasing use of AI could further accelerate this growth. An analysis explores these shifts in Japanese wages and how people choose their careers.
では、スポーツニュースをお伝えします。
Dodgers' Shohei Ohtani hit his 6th home run. a solo shot ending a 12-game streak without one. He had a great game against the Cubs with 3 hits and 1 RBI. The Dodgers played the final game of their series at home in Los Angeles on April 26th.
Hanshin Tigers announced on April 26th that outfielder Koji Chikamoto, 31, suffered a fractured left wrist. He was hit by a pitch in the 8th inning of a game against Hiroshima at Koshien Stadium. Chikamoto was replaced immediately and later diagnosed at a hospital in Hyogo Prefecture.
Former Nadeshiko Japan star Azusa Iwashimizu, 39, announced her retirement from soccer on April 27th. A 2011 Women's World Cup winner, she played her entire career with NTV Beleza. Iwashimizu was a pioneer, returning to play after giving birth in 2020. She played 122 national team matches.
Kenya's Sebastian Kimaru Sowe set a new men's marathon world record at the London Marathon on April 26th. He finished in 1 hour 59 minutes 30 seconds, becoming the first man ever to run under 2 hours. Sowe broke the previous record by 1 minute 5 seconds and secured his second consecutive win.
In the NBA playoffs, Rui Hachimura of the Lakers scored 13 points in Game 4 of their first-round series against the Rockets. However, the Lakers lost the game. This defeat brings their series record to 3 wins and 1 loss. The team still leads the series.
Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani hit his 6th home run on April 26th against the Cubs. An excited fan from Ohtani's home prefecture of Iwate had the ball come directly to him but failed to catch it, giving a wry smile. This was Ohtani's first homer in 12 games.
The rankings for the Summer Grand Sumo Tournament starting May 10th have been announced. Kirishima, 30 from Mongolia, who won the spring tournament and regained his Ozeki rank, is now the East Ozeki. He secured his 3rd championship in March with a strong 12-3 record.
Hiramasa Matsuzawa, a 27-year-old kicker, signed an undrafted free agent contract with the NFL's Las Vegas Raiders on April 25th. Matsuzawa, who was the first Japanese All-American in college, was not selected in the draft. He will now compete for a spot on the team's opening roster.
Figure skater Riku Miura, who recently announced her retirement, participated in a fan appreciation parade on April 25th. When asked if she still wanted to compete, Miura immediately replied, "No, I don't." She added that Ryuichi Kihara is her best partner. Kihara expressed interest in professional activities.
Koki Uegami set a new Japanese record in men's discus throw on April 26th in Oklahoma, USA. He threw 65 meters 38 centimeters, finishing second. This improved his own national record by 90 centimeters. Uegami, 33, has congenital hearing loss and won a gold medal at the Deaflympics last November.
続いて、国際ニュースです。
Iran's Foreign Minister Araghchi will visit Russia for talks on bilateral ties and regional issues, including the Iran-US conflict. He noted that recent talks in Pakistan explored conditions for restarting Iran-US dialogue, emphasizing Iran's rights. Iran and Oman also agreed to continue expert discussions to ensure safe navigation in the Strait of Hormuz.
Iran has reportedly proposed a new plan to the U.S. via Pakistan. It prioritizes reopening the Strait of Hormuz and ending the conflict, with nuclear talks postponed. The proposal focuses on resolving the strait crisis and U.S. blockade, seeking a long-term ceasefire. The White House received it, but whether they will consider it is unknown.
A shooting occurred near a security checkpoint at a Washington dinner with President Trump on April 25th. Trump was safely evacuated. a 31-year-old armed man rushed the checkpoint, injuring a Secret Service officer before being apprehended. The suspect carried multiple weapons. President Trump called it unexpected and the assailant a very sick person.
The suspect apprehended after the shooting incident at a Washington dinner, attended by President Trump, reportedly identified himself as an assassin in a memo. He stated his intention to target government officials one by one. Authorities are now working to fully understand the suspect's motives for the attack.
Ukrainian President Zelensky attended a memorial ceremony on April 26, marking the 40th anniversary of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant accident. He stated that Russia's attack on the plant last year disqualifies it from being a member of the international community. The president emphasized the lasting impact of the disaster and Russia's recent aggression.
The NPT Review Conference is set to open in New York on April 27, JST. This meeting discusses global nuclear disarmament. However, with rising international tensions due to situations in Iran and Ukraine, it remains uncertain whether a final document on nuclear disarmament can be adopted.
In Mali, Islamic extremists and anti-government forces launched major attacks on April 25, leading to the death of Defense Minister Camara. Multiple cities were targeted. Mali's interim military government, receiving Russian military aid, struggles with governance. Human rights groups also report civilian killings by government forces amid the conflict.
Russia and North Korea plan to sign a 5-year military cooperation plan this year, announced Russian Defense Minister Belosov after meeting Kim Jong-un. This could expand North Korea's military support for Russia's Ukraine invasion. Belosov confirmed long-term cooperation from 2027-2031. Recent high-level visits by Russian officials underscore strengthening ties.
Global military spending last year exceeded $2.8 trillion, a 2.9% increase from the previous year. This marks a new record for the largest global military expenditure. A Swedish research institute compiled these figures, indicating a continued upward trend in defense spending worldwide.
The U.S. Federal Reserve will hold its monetary policy meeting starting April 28. Due to high oil prices influenced by the Iran situation, concerns about accelerating inflation are rising. Experts widely expect the Federal Reserve to postpone interest rate cuts for the third consecutive meeting, aiming to manage inflationary pressures.
続いて、文化・芸能ニュースをお伝えします。
Aoi Kojima's manga Honnara Uruhodo has won the prestigious Tezuka Osamu Cultural Prize's Manga Grand Prize. This annual award recognizes outstanding manga works and creators who continue Osamu Tezuka's legacy. The winning piece was celebrated for its unique storytelling and artistic merit.
Shin Soboi, a prominent Japanese book designer, passed away at his Tokyo home on March 15, at the age of 66. Soboi was celebrated for his innovative and unconventional book designs, spanning various genres like novels and manga. He designed many works for Momoko Sakura and the unique Densenshuru dance manga.
Shogi master Sota Fuji, 23, secured his second consecutive win in the 84th Meijin Championship Series. On April 26th, in Aomori City, Fuji defeated challenger Tetsuro Itodani, 37, in 89 moves. Fuji now leads the 7-game series 2-0, moving closer to his goal of a fourth consecutive Meijin title.
Shosei Ohira, 26, a member of the popular male idol group JO1, will leave the group and his agency, Lapone Entertainment, at the end of May. Ohira had been on hiatus due to a love triangle scandal involving former MEI member Shizuku. This departure marks a significant change for both Ohira and JO1.
Manga artist Mikio Yoshimori, known for his work Raipachi-kun in the Yomiuri Shimbun Sunday edition, has passed away. Yoshimori, whose real name was Mikio, died on April 24th at the age of 84 due to malignant lymphoma. Funeral services will be held privately with close relatives.
Teruyoshi Uchimura, 61, from the comedy duo Uchan Nanchan, will serve as the main host for the first time on NTV's 24-hour Television 49. The charity program will broadcast on August 29th and 30th from Ryogoku Kugekan in Tokyo. He joins returning hosts Shinichi Hattori and Asami Miura.
Reports are circulating about Masahiro Nakai's potential return to entertainment following the continued operation of his personal agency's website. Despite these retirement reversal theories, Nakai, 53, has consistently denied any plans for a comeback, stating he has never thought about it. Experts suggest the website renewal is merely administrative, not indicating a return.
Kaori Hosoki, adopted daughter and successor of the late fortune teller Kazuko Hosoki, is strongly criticizing the new Netflix drama You'll Fall to Hell, which premiered April 27th. Kaori, 47, claims the production was unauthorized and that the portrayal of the protagonist is exaggerated and distorted. She states she did not give permission for the series.
Actress Kana Hashimoto denied a rumor on X on April 26 regarding her Kohaku Udagassen costume. A viral post claimed her staff withheld kimono color information from Minami Hamabe's stylist. Hashimoto clarified that her outfit's color was specifically designated as yellow, matching key visuals. She also expressed the difficulties of using social media.
Exile, celebrating its 25th anniversary, held a two-day Tokyo Dome concert, their first in over 3 years. B's guitarist Tak Matsumoto made a surprise appearance, performing their collaboration song 24 Carats Gold Legacy. Additionally, Exile announced 25th anniversary Dome concerts in November at Belluna Dome and December at Kyocera Dome Osaka.
今日のニュースは以上です。最後までお付き合いいただき、ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。